Oh, hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the Lockboss Show and Giveaway, episode 4.23 to be sure. And I tell you what, I'm happy to be here with you all. I have all sorts of stuff planned. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it all. Hopefully, but sorry. I hate to start the show off this way, but I don't really feel like I have a choice. Julio, are you out there? If you are, I need a little bit of confession music really quick. Wow. Julio is on it today. So guys, I have to tell you here right before live, someone brought some pie in today and was offered a piece. And I said, no, thank you. You know, I want to eat good, eat right, all that fun stuff. And I did good all day until about 10 minutes ago. I was like, you know what? The show's getting ready to start. I'm a little hungry, and I just had some pie. And so I just had some apple crumble pie. I believe it was Marie Callender's. And kind of bummed out a little bit. I'm going on a date tomorrow after work with my wife, and I was trying to look good, you know, but I ate the pie. I caved right before the show. But anyways, okay, Julio, I feel better. I think I feel good enough. Actually, I don't really feel better, but we're going to have to move on. And by the way, it was delicious, and I'm really happy it's time to go live, because I probably would have went back for another piece. Okay. Terrible behavior. Okay. Oh my gosh, everybody. Hey, happy to be here. Of course, I'm going to be drinking a Topo Chico. I tell you what, this is good stuff right here. I'm going to need it after that pie. I was literally cleaning my face as we were getting ready to go live here. So first of all, cheers to all you out there drinking a Topo Chico, or for that matter, your favorite beverage of choice. All right, cheers. Good, I like it. All right, man, I tell you what. All right, well, hey, how is everybody's Tuesday going? We're officially in the full swing of the summer months, and I'm hoping all of you are busy out there. Hopefully you're busy, you're making money, and also I hope you're having a little bit of fun. Is there any good vacations planned? You have to let me know. So I tell you what, next week we're going to be I'll have some staff on with me here next week. We'll be talking about the Aloha convention in Vegas, which will be a lot of fun. We'll talk about what all that is going down. And then the week after is going to be the hot dog eating contest. So excited for that. Our friend, at least Jimmy J, will be up here with us. He'll be giving us a run for the money. Speaking of Jimmy J and speaking of the show, guess what? If you're hanging out, you're enjoying, and you want more where that came from, you're like, man, there's a bunch of nice people in the live chat right now. I agree. Well, guess what? You can hang out with them more than just on the live. How do you do that? Look for the link in the chat, and that is a link to the after party, which is hosted in Jimmy J's Discord. Right after the show's over, myself and many others will be over there, voice chatting, video chatting, talking really a little bit about this and a little bit about that. So if you want to come hang out, talk about whatever you want to, if you're watching, you're welcome. All right, head on over, come hang out. Jimmy does put in there, you have to agree to some simple terms, which he puts in parentheses. You have to promise to be nice. Okay, that includes you, Lockfather. That includes you. All right, but anyways, yeah. So that's kind of what we got going on here. You might be asking, hey, PJ, what are we giving away today? maybe you're new and you're looking at the chat and you're being like, why is everybody putting hashtag Lockboss? I'm glad you asked. Let's get into it. All right, this week we are giving away 3 Lockboss winners are each going to get a $300 credit to our website, clksupplies.com. How about that? All right, so this is how it works. You put $300 or more dollars into your shopping cart. You apply the code that we give to you and only you. And you hit, I don't know, what is it? Submit. You hit whatever button, apply probably. And then guess what? Guess what? Wipes $300 out like that. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Now you might be wondering, how do I win, PJ? Well, hey, I'm here to tell you. Just drop a hashtag Lockboss during this live show to enter. Winners will be picked live at the end of the show using the hashtag picker. Okay, the hashtag picker is by StreamYard, and a couple questions a lot of times people ask. It's not case sensitive. Do all caps, all lower caps, all high caps, some not caps. Doesn't matter. All right. And how it works is it only allows 1 entry per user. So if you put it in and you're scared, maybe you didn't register, put it in again. All right. You can put it in as many times as you want. And while you're at it and you're feeling generous, go ahead and maybe hit the like button. I'm told that YouTube likes it. Don't know if it's true or not, but maybe hit it and maybe we can find out together. All right. All right. So, hey, Julio, let's go on over to the hashtag lie. You know, we've been talking about this hashtag picker. Let's see how many entries we got right now. Let's see. 80. We have 80 entries. So go ahead as the show goes, put them in. And then at the very end, we'll pick. We got 81 now. So going to put those in there. And yeah, if you want to hit that like button, you sure can. As many people are asking in the chats, you know, hey, thanks guys for doing that. You know, like I said, I have no idea if YouTube likes it or not. I don't even know what the benefits are if you do hit the like button. I should probably know this stuff. I don't, but let's just err on the side of caution and hit it. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, hey, so let's hop into today's show. But before we do, I just want to talk about a few things. So there's so many different things always going on. There's some new products, there's some different announcements, just all sorts of different things. And so I just want to take the opportunity. There's like so much stuff, which you'll know what I'm talking about here in a minute, that I was like, hey, let's just put it all in one show. Let's talk about it all. And then I think everyone's going to like it. Kind of a good mixture of things. And of course, I'm going to need your opinion on a lot of things. And lucky for you, when I was going down to get the pie, okay, which I don't want to talk about anymore, a package came for me. And there was something very special in that package that I'm going to share with you at the very end. All right. So I would bring it up right away, but I'm going to ramble on about it forever. It's kind of like identity. So speaking of identity, actually first, yeah. So stick around to the very end. I'll show you that. Okay. I'll show you something, a little show and tell just for you. But yeah, it's a secret. It is a secret. So we're going to have to keep it just between us. But speaking of identity, so I told you guys a couple weeks ago that the subscription is going to be live. It is live, and I just want to thank so many of you who have signed up for the yearly subscription. So just like I said 2 years ago when it came out, even when the dollar was worth more than it is today, that is going to be $24 a year, right? $2 a month. The reasoning and the logic behind that was that that's what the cost of an Ilco key blank book is, right? And sadly, when you buy a key blank book, it's kind of out of date by the time you buy it. Not only that, it only has, you know, Ilco keys or only JMA keys. And so you're going to be, you're really not going to get all the info you need. And so I figured $24 is a fair price. I think it's actually a real reasonable price. I do know a few of you have called and said that you weren't incredibly happy about the subscription. I do apologize. I mean, you did get it 2 years for free. All right. You got it for 2 years for free, but hopefully we can still be friends. Right. But, and then secondly on that, we did have some people also leave us bad reviews on the app because it's now paid. So if you like the app and want to give it a good review, it would warm my heart actually to, if you want to leave a good review for Identikey, if you found it useful. So of course you first get a free 7-day trial. So essentially anybody who needed to identify a key, you could just download it, click the trial, use it, cancel it, move on with yourself. Now, lastly on this is actually done through either the iOS store or the Android store, right? And so Android and iOS, they take their cut. I think they take, we haven't got our first payout yet, but I think it's like what? iOS takes 20% and then Android, I think, takes 8% or something. So we're not actually even getting $24, right? We're going to be getting less than that. But man, I lost my train of thought on that. Okay. Anyway, so with that being said, yeah. So, hey, anyone who wants to use it, that's great. So we will be, we're already transitioning into working on some new features. So excited about that. And hopefully before too long, you'll be able to have a search history. All right. That's first up. So in the meantime, we continue to add new keys all the time. Oh, yeah. The good reviews. Yeah. If you want to leave a good review on that, definitely. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. So in the App Store, oh, I know what I was going to say. Okay, so you essentially have to log into your account, right? So some people have called and they're like, hey, I'm trying to log into my CLK account. It's not going to work, or I can't log in or whatever. Well, that's because you're not technically logging into, CLK supplies. You're going to be logging into either your Apple, your iOS login, or you're going to be using your Android. And so you'll go through there, and then that's really how that works. So although it's technically you're on the CLK site, you're on the Identikey app, essentially is what happens when you log in. You are going to whatever iOS or Android. You're doing all of that. They collect the money and then they send it to us at some point. I don't know. We will find out. But anyways, I just want to personally just say thank you to so many of you who have subscribed. It's pretty cool. As it's going, we've been getting 10, 20 plus a day, which is pretty awesome. And that's not including all the free trials. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And thank you for so many of you saying it's well worth the money, $2 a month. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's definitely low cost. It will help cover some of the cost of it, which is the big thing. But yeah, it'll be pretty awesome. Yeah, 7 cents a day. So that's what it'll cost. Yeah. Very, very cool. All right. So with that being said, Julio, I think let's hop into today's show. We're going to be all over the place here. Let's have a little bit of fun, though. All right. Oops. And give me a second here, actually. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. What's going on here? Let me see. Okay, well, hey, you know what? Let's just roll with it for now. And Julio, just really quick, or actually Lily. Okay, hold on. You know what? Let's solve the problem when it comes. All right. Anyways, all right. Hey, first up here is GMS has announced that they are transitioning from black to orange on the Schlage large format IC core construction cores. All right. And the US 19 finish is transitioning to orange. All right. So that's just something to keep in mind. I know so many of you really rely on the colors to understand what's going on. So if you're used to getting black and now you get orange, this is why. All right. I don't have any more inside scoop than that, but I do know that, well, if you're expecting one thing and you get something else, you might think you have the wrong thing. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Nothing too huge on that, but yeah, just a little quick update for you on that. Yeah, most all mine are orange anyways. Yeah. All right. Julio, next slide, please. All right, guys. So I got this question for you here. So this right here, if you're watching or you're watching, you can see that this is a rim thumb turn cylinder that GMS makes. Now, we currently do not stock this. And the truth is, I mean, I kind of looked around. It doesn't really seem almost anybody does. And so a question I have for you is, do you use these? Like, is this something that we should be stocking? And honestly, more than that, I mean, of course, that's important, but give me an application. Okay, give me an application that this would work for, because I've thought about it. And maybe some of you have seen them before out in the wild. I have not. And I'm really curious, like a rim thumb turn. Yeah, I just don't really know. So I'd love if you could tell me. So let me look at the comments here, see if we can see any. So yeah, you know, I don't know if, you know, it says does no one stock it because no one wants it. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Only application I can think of is a one-way egress door, like a fire door. That's what AJ Locks and Locks says. So okay, AJ, in that application though, like talk me through like what type of latch mechanism would be on there that would require a rim cylinder to you know, a rim cylinder application that would need a thumb turn. Like honestly, like it's yeah, rims are mostly on the outside of doors. Never had that to demo. You just need one on the demo board to say you have one. I know it's definitely not AI. I know it is kind of weird, right? And so like, you know, this is one of those things, like I'll be sipping coffee in the morning and I'll think to myself, like, obviously there's an application. Why can't I think of them? And I'm almost curious now. We should probably bring a few in just to see if they sell. And, you know, like, I'm sure, like, for this to be made, there has to be an application. Am I right? There has to be. Yeah, too late for April Fools. I know this is actually real. It's a R118T. So yeah, I don't honestly really know what to say when it comes to that. Ooh, let's see here. Someone says I stock them. Evanson Electronics. Can you get do you know of an application that this is used for? Probably because they know we'll buy one regardless. Yeah, that's right. YTFP, Chris. Probably because they know one will buy one regardless. I know, isn't that the truth? I have some tools like that I haven't used yet, right? But all right, that's a little update for you there. How about Julio? Let's go to the next one here. Okay, guys, so check this out. This is a new product from Lucky Line, which is called the Keyback Ratch-It Phone Tether. All right, the part number is 43471. Their tagline here is always have your device within reach. Sadly, I typically don't have that problem, right? I don't know about you guys, but my phone's always with me, typically, I guess. But the interesting thing I wanted to show here, okay, so you can kind of see right over where my little camera is there, and you look at how it's connected in to the phone. Like by looking at that photo, I'm like, man, are you actually plugging that into the charge port, right? The USB-C? That's what it kind of looks like at first glance, but I put a little exploded view on the right so you can kind of see it, and actually it doesn't. There's this little anchor that slides into the case that goes through that charging port. Right now, I don't know if I don't have one of these, but I'm guessing it's not going to interfere with you still being able to charge your phone via USB-C. But it looks like it has that little adhesive thing that puts on there. So a couple things on this. Number one, what do you think of it? Number two, is this something that you think we should start stocking? And number three, what's a good application for this? All right. And are you like me when you looked at the picture on the left of the phone that has the little tether going in? Does it look like to you that it's connected to the USB-C, or does it look like it's actually that adhesive? How many people got on that? Let's say, yes, I like that. A little bit of JB Weld if you don't have a case. Now you have to be pretty bougie, Chris, to be, walking around without a case. I'm just saying, right? Let's see here. Says correction. Looks like a good way to rip the bottom of my cheap case and lose my phone. That's interesting. Now it looks like the USB-C or Lightning connection. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes, yeah, I thought it was an interesting one. So it doesn't at this point look like it's something that a lot of you would really be interesting in. Easy charge connection. I put my phone on the dash holder. It's not something I'd use. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I'm sure there's a decent application for it. Of course, this came out a while ago, and I was like, man, we probably shouldn't stock it. But I mean, I don't know. Bringing a few in, is that really a big deal? I don't know. So, yeah. So it essentially comes in like a little blister pack. Doesn't the phone just pop out of the case? That's a fair point. I wouldn't trust the sprung tether to last. Just ask for the phone hitting the ground. Yeah, those are all good points, everybody. All good points. Hey, thanks for sharing your feedback on that. Julio, let's move on to the next slide. All right. So June 1, 2026, or June 4, excuse me. Ilco had a price increase, but it's not the type of price increase you would think. Essentially, the easiest way to say it would be that all of like the tariff charges and all of that just became the new prices. Few exceptions, but that's kind of how that works. So I'm going to give you guys a heads up on that. If you happen to be kind of buying some of the different Ilco stuff, like, man, why is it expensive or something, or more expensive than it was? That would be why. But technically, there wasn't a price increase because it was just what a lot of the tariff prices were, are now just the normal price. So just want to bring that up for you guys. And I don't really know of a great time to bring that up. A while ago, yeah, June 4th, but June 4th. But all right, anyways, let's get on to the next one here. Okay. So something I wanted to demo for you all is this new SouthOrd set. It's pretty cool. So I'm sure almost all of you know who the Lock Noob YouTube channel, and SouthOrd recently came out with a Lock Noob SouthOrd lock pick set. Now, if you haven't already, you can watch his video where he actually goes through it and stuff. I did watch it, and I grabbed one, and I figured we just kind of look at it together really quick here. So now one of the cool parts about this is I, outside of just opening it just really quick to see what I was dealing with here, I haven't actually messed with it. Okay. So I figured it'd be fun just to kind of look at it. So let's open it up and let's see what we're working with here. All right. Oop, get that around there. All right. So nice little leather case, as you can see there. Let's open it up, see what we're working with here. Okay. So right in the middle, of course, there's a bunch of different tensions. I did watch Lock Noob's video, and the one tension that he seems to really like is this one right here. Let me grab one to contrast it. If you look at that there, if you can see the difference, it kind of tapers down a little bit. So it's nice and thick on the handle, and then kind of up against where it'd go against the plug. But let me bring it up, maybe with any luck, bring it closer. Let's see. See how it works there? So it's kind of, so it's the same thickness here, but you can see there's a difference right there. There you go. There we go. Look at that. So pretty cool. So a whole bunch of different little tensions. Let's look what else here. All right, top of keyway fans. Here you go. The talk has a whole little set here. Let's let me just open this up here. Let's look. Take a look at it. So something that I don't know. Do you guys like how some of the lockpick manufacturers, they put the thickness, you know, they engrave the thickness on them here. So do you guys like that, or do you like them kind of plain? I've always been kind of used to them plain, you know, but anyways, you can kind of see here all the different top of keyways. So there's 6 of them. Pretty cool. Let's see what else. All right, so you can see the different rakes here. Look at that. Now, I have to admit, as the time has went on, I love this style. It'll be relevant later. I love this style of pick for raking. It's absolutely wonderful for me there. Let's put those. And then a whole bunch of rakes. Looks like one diamond here, and then you can see a nice little variety of hooks. Look at that. Real nice. You know, and you have to really hand it to SouthOrd. They make such a, I mean, look how beautiful these picks are. Right? They're clean. Love the riveted handles on there for sure. Look at that. Feels good. And these are the SouthOrd Max, by the way. So these are their high-end picks. But, man, pretty cool. Come on, are these beautiful looking, or is it just me? Really like it. I don't know why I love how the actual pick and the handle match like that. It's pretty awesome. I like it. So yeah, lots of different comments about, yeah, the color coding and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. You know, I think one of the hard parts to me about lockpick sets in general, it's like, how do you have the right amount, you know, where when you open it up, it's not like a complete disaster when you go to find stuff. And this seems to be like a really functional, good, of course, Lock Noob knows exactly what he's doing, so it makes sense to me. But pretty awesome pick set. You have to let me know what you think, and if you really like it, you should probably tell Lock Noob, right? Awesome. All right, so that's that for you. All right. All right. Hey, so next up here, I want to talk about the Axiom Entry Pick Gun. All right. And I got one here, and let's open it together and kind of go through it here. So if you already don't know, Axiom Entry is our brand. It's CLK's brand. It's something that we had come up with after acquiring lockpicks.com, right? And so we've been going through and building out an entire line of items. It's been a lot of fun. And something that I think we really needed was a good lifetime pick gun. And so that's what we have here. And I just want to open it up and show you it together. Okay. And let's open it up here. I'll show you a couple interesting things. Now, truth be told, I don't think we necessarily has some little instructions in here as well. Truth be told, I have never been incredibly good with lockpick guns. I've had some good moments with them, haven't really been great with them, but I want to tell you though, and truthfully, I don't know how big of a believer I would be in them if it wasn't for the one and only, and you've met him before, Brian Faust, which I typically call B Faust, right? And who knows, maybe he's on he's actually live on a lot of the shows. So B Faust, if you're out there, man, you the man. All right. Now this guy, I'm telling you what, with a lockpick gun, there has been many times myself or others would be stuck picking a lock. This guy, he goes in and grabs his lockpick gun and he just gets it open so quick, like immediately. And I'm always like, Brian, please show me how you do that. Like what's the technique? Because he's so darn consistent. And he shows me, but I don't you know how when someone shows you, but they don't really show you, you know what I mean, Brian? Come on now. Speaking of Brian, B Faust, when you see this, I want to make sure, I want to give you this. Okay. I want to give you this, but, anyways, I want to go through it a little bit, just talk about it. So here it is. As you can see, we had these made in Taiwan. I don't know if you can really see you can't really see, it says made in Taiwan on here. You can see Axiom Entry, some with a lifetime warranty on it, right? Just typical snap gun. But there's a couple things that I wanted to do on this. Of course, it's going to come with a couple picks, what you would expect. It's going to come with a tension tool in here. But this is cool. So something that kind of a lot of people have different feelings about is some people like having a nut with a screw head on it. And some people like having a wing nut. And so I figured, hey, let's include both. So first of all, there's an extra nut in here because, well, it's just good to have. But then second of all, there is a wing nut right here. So if you don't like just using the screw and nut, you can just pop it out and you can pop in the wing nut and have it that way. So you kind of get both options here, which is pretty cool. This is nice gun. We also stock all the different replacement parts inside of this gun outside of the shell. And so, yeah, it's a good high quality gun. And I just want to kind of show it to you guys a little bit. And I really want to know how many of you out there really use pick guns all the time. I know B Faust does. That's his number one thing. You know, when they do their yearly lockpick competition, B Faust, he'd win it every year if he could use the pick gun. I don't know what it is. It is crazy. And it might be, I need to at some point get him to allow me to, or teach me how to use it, right? But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Really proud of it. Really liking it. And yeah, just wanted to show you that. All right, Julio, what is up next? All right. So if you haven't already seen, Original Lishi came out with a new HU-198 4-depth P-Series pick and decoder. So the 2-in-1. So if you're doing a lot of automotive work, this is something that you're going to want here. Man, we've been selling through quite a bit of them. We have them in stock right now, but Yeah, that's the new Ford HU 198 4-depth pick. We got another Lishi here I'll show you. Oh, this one's from Volvo. VNL series for 2024. It's another 2-in-1, and you can see it right there. So that's it. We don't have this one in stock yet, so you can hit the notify me when back in stock button, and then when they get back in stock, our system will automatically email you and let you know. Perfect. All right, let's see what's up next. Okay, hey, Julio. Okay, if you want to just go to the camera here, and then in a minute, the overhead camera. I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about two other things really quick. And this is just a curiosity thing, all right? I'm just curious. And, you know, you're my friends on the other side of the internet here, so I wanted to take the opportunity and see. I know. Sorry, Sushi. I know showing you something out of stock again. I apologize. But, all right. So, two things. I have Lily coming in here. Is it doing weird things again? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, as she gets that fixed, I will talk about these. Okay. So there are three main types of tweezers. Okay. And I'll show you the overhead here in just one moment. There's three types. And I'm really curious, what is your favorite type? Now, I'll tell you mine first. Okay, I'll tell you mine first, and you tell me yours. But my opinion has changed recently. So I think it was one of those things that I just grew up with one type of lock pin or pinning tweezers. And that's just kind of always what I used. But in recent months, I have changed. So I'm pretty excited to talk through them. So here in just one moment, we'll change the camera here. I'll get it ready, and let's talk about it. So you have to tell me which type. All right, so what we're going to do here is we'll start with the most all right. Zoom that in a little bit. Perfect. All right, so as you can see here, so this is the type I grew up with, kind of the standard type that we've always sold. And I would call this a milled type. All right, see it's literally a pair of tweezers that's milled out for a pin. And this is what I used growing up, is that type here. So that's what it looks like when it's holding a tweezer or a pin, lock pin. All right. Fits good, feels nice, super solid in there. Then there's what I'd call the formed tweezers. All right, you see that? So the metal is actually bent and it is formed. So let me go and grab a pin with it, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. See that there? Holds really nice. Now, for the longest time, I actually kind of rejected this type of tweezer for whatever reason. But I actually really like it now. So this is my preferred tweezer right here. Okay. Of course, this is actually an Axiom Entry one, but I'm loving it. It's really nice. Now, let me see if I can hold that. Let me get one in here too. I just want to show you what these look like side by side. All right. You kind of see there. I don't know. This formed one is just nicer to me. I don't know what to tell you. I just like it more. So, yeah, so that's the formed. And the other one is going to be the formed that is a reverse action. So what does that mean? On these ones, you have to push in to hold it. These ones, you have to push in to release it. So let me put one in there. And then look, we can just set it down. Right, we can just set it down. It's going to stay on there. Now, if I were to take the formed normal style tweezer and put it in here, all right, or take it and set it down, well, that's going to happen. So I don't know if my IQ is high enough to use a reverse action tweezer because I'm so used to one motion. Okay, that's just a little truth bomb for you there. But we sell a lot of these reverse action. This is also a Axiom Entry tweezer, but I see so many of you in the comments say that the reverse axiom, the reverse action is better. So I don't know. Maybe I should give it more of a shot. But I tell you, one way or another, I really like these formed over the milled. And I'm going to have to ask my dad what he really thinks, because this is what we grew up with. I mean, this is what I pin locks with, and it still feels familiar grabbing it. And there's also good tweezers. We've sold this particular one just with the CLK logo on it. We have a new shipment coming in that's going to have our new logo on it, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm a big fan of the Axiom Entry TZ1. That's my favorite. So yeah, I have messed up because of the reverse, I will admit. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just, honestly, the part that feels the weirdest to me is when I'm rebuilding a cylinder. I'm putting all the top pins back in. And there's just something about, and it's super easy, but you don't have to do anything but just get to exactly where you want and then just let it go, right? But for whatever reason, it just is a little tough. But yeah, a lot of people like the milled ones. And hey, I like the milled ones too. But these new formed ones here, the TZ1, this is my new favorite. I'll let you know if something changes. But anyways, yeah, these are the three main tweezers that we carry. They're pretty awesome, all three of them here. But all right, so now that is what I had for you today. Here we are. We're 42 minutes in, having a lot of fun with you all. Julio, if we could really quick, can we check how many entries are we up to right now? How many Lockboss entries do we have? Let's see. All right, 116. I like it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, Julio, if we can go back to the over the top screen here again. And all right, so before we announce the winners, I told you I'd tell you something. I'd tell you a secret. Now, this is the deal. We're friends, right? We're just on the other side of the internet. And so I'll show you something. It's been top secret since the month of December. It is not available for sale. So Sushi, I do apologize. Okay. We just got the prototype literally right before the live happened. And I don't even know if it's a good idea to show it months before we'll be able to sell it, but I'm going to do it anyways, right? Because we're friends and you all know how to keep a secret. So since you know how to keep a secret, I'm more than happy to share with you. All right. Now, essentially is what we're working with here is this. I'll tell a little backstory. I was kind of, for whatever reason, in the mood to make my own little style of lockpick. I was wanting it to be discreet, but highly functional. And probably more than any of that, although those are very important, is to have some feedback, right? How many multi-picks or jackknife style pick sets, whatever you want to call it, they don't have a great feel to them, right? But there's something to be said about something that you can easily store away. You can do all sorts of different things. But if you need to be able to use the pick, you have it available to you, right? And so I was like, so in my garage in December, I literally started pulling out a few different, some drills and some parts and some pieces. And I essentially made this pick thing. I brought it in and I was like, hey, Lily, will you please turn whatever this is into drawings and all of the other stuff so we can get these made? And that's what we did. And the sample, the prototype just arrived. And now I want your honest feedback. Okay. We already have a bunch of money into it. Okay. So if you hate it, it'll hurt my feelings a little, but it will hurt my feelings a little less than if I buy a ton of them and then we don't sell them, right? And there's something weird about so many of you, I'm sure, have kind of made your own tool. When you show it out in public or whatever, you're kind of nervous about it. But with that being said, a lot of the concept isn't necessarily mine per se, but putting it all together is pretty awesome. So where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. What's that? Oh, I got it right here.
Oh, but this is the one you made out of the.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. And hold on. Lily just called my work, my prototype that I made in my garage, janky.
Hi, guys. Yeah, it's a little janky.
Fair enough. I mean, I agree, actually.
I've been messing with this new one though, and it's like leagues better. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and show them.
Very cool. Yeah. As soon as we get the view, I'll show them. But yeah, so I'm excited to show you guys, and I have a whole bunch of different applications that I think I'd like, but like having something that's discreet but functional is pretty awesome if you ask me. So as soon as the other camera comes up here, I'll show you. All right, here we guys. Here we go, right? Here we go. Let me introduce to you the Vertex Slide Pick by Axiom Entry. Here it is. All right, let's open it up. I'll probably do a lot more fancy than this package here, probably, maybe. But let's open it up and let's take a look together. All right. So what are we working with here? As you can see here is a little keychain loop up here. It's really discreet. You can see the tension wrench right here, or the tension tool, excuse me. What's really important for me personally is using a real tension tool, right? That's something that I really like. And let's see here. So here it is. We'll go ahead and I'll open it up. So how you get the tension tool out and how you go to use it is you just open the slide here. You just pull the tension tool out. Oh no. Let's see here. Up. Guys, and you would think it's kind of like the after party right now. You know, during the after party, a lot of times, like everyone says, like I'm, excuse me. Whenever I try to like tell everyone something, what they would call really important or whatever, my audio or whatever would cut out. And they're like, PJ, why every time you try to tell us something really important, does it cut out? Well, for whatever reason, right in the middle of my presentation of the Vertex Slide Pick, the camera went black. And we'll have to see here. No. It's like, come on, camera. We just need up. It showed up for a second, then went away. Really? Oh, no. Okay, so the battery died. Can't believe it. Jeez Louise. Okay. Anyways, here, I'll show it to you this way for now. All right. So this is the Vertex Slide Pick. This is how it works. So you take the tension tool out, and look at this. You just slide it up. Okay. You lock it in. Just twist it until it locks. And boom, there you go. So this is aluminum. It's super lightweight. And the best part is I really do feel like when you put it in, you can feel. Okay. You can really feel what's going on here, which is so important to me. So now that's how it works. Now you can see the type of pick I have on there. I alluded to it earlier. I absolutely love this type, bodega, or I mean, there's many waves. I mean, there's lots of different names for this style, but I'm really liking it. You can see there. Now, this is the deal. And you're like, well, PJ, what if I don't like this and I want a hook or I want a standard rake? I got you. Okay. It comes with two other. Now, these are a point. What are these? a 0.020, I believe, thickness is what they are. But it comes with 2 other pick heads on it. All right. It comes with your standard, like a standard hook. Then it comes with your standard rake, or for some of you out there, snake. All right. So it comes with 2 different ones. Now, how would you interchange it? It's simple. Now, you're just loosen it up all the way. All right. Oop. Pull it out there. So you're just going to pull this out, and then here is where you change it. So you just pry it out of here, pop a new one in, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. So it's not meant for necessarily quick change per se. You could if you want. It's kind of like, hey, use the pick that makes you the most happy. Okay, use the pick that makes you the most happy. So, anyways, yeah. Then you put it back in, and then let's put this back together. Oops, sorry. Rose have the overhead view there, and then you can put it back together. And so, anyways, yeah. So this is the Vertex slide pick. I made in December in my garage on a weekend. I'll show you the prototype. Actually, Lily just brought it to me. And this is what you do. You slide it back over. You pop this in here. All right. And this is what you do is you just put some forward pressure on it and then lock it in. And then it's in there nice and tight. All right. See that? It's in there nice and tight, and it's good. Right. So you can be around there. You can hang on a backpack. It can hang on whatever. And it's going to be pretty secure. I mean, that's my view of it. So anyways, I would love to know, I know you haven't got to actually pick with it yet. But I'm just kind of curious on your overall views. At this point, this is something that we're going to, we will start to sell. And of course, we'll be able to sell replacement picks. And if it ends up being pretty popular or whatever, we'll definitely bring in more different styles of picks. I know some of you are asking for that. But yeah, thank you for all you guys saying nice words about it. Pretty excited. And man, I just love how it turned out. Oh, so here's my prototype. So man, it's a little beat up. I spray painted this, and you can see my little tension tool I have for it. I got the pick in there, although it's not great. So the real one came out so much better. I couldn't be happier about it. So, but yeah, that is what we've been working at, and seeing this one. Let's see how it falls in. I milled it out too big, and so it just falls in. But anyways, yeah. So this is the prototype from back in December. 6 months later, we have the Vertex slide pick. Pretty excited about it. And I think one of the biggest points, honestly, is the ability for the functionality, right? You can have something fun, in my opinion, at least. Like, you can have something that's fun, feels cool, feels like you're MacGyver in the woods, and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. But having one that you can hold and pick with, I think, is super important, right? It's super important. But I think this gives you the feedback and the feel that you're looking for. And I just think it's awesome. You can put it on a backpack. You can throw it anywhere. And it's just kind of its own thing. I love the Axiom Entry logo. Okay. But anyways, I don't know. I'm biased to it. I'll tell you how great it is. But anyways, I would honestly, just any feedback you can give me in the comments or whatever, I'll try to remember, and I'll bring it to Aloha with me next week, and we can kind of talk about it. So, and then I don't know, probably in 60, 90 or so days, we should have thousands of them actually. So, but I would really love to know. I mean, if I get honestly a ton of feedback that you guys really wouldn't like it, it could actually get me to not invest all the money into it the rest of the way. So, yeah. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. All right. That's today's show. All sorts of little things. Thanks for being patient as we went through all the different products and things and camera issues or whatever it is. One day we're going to get that figured out, right? We'll get it figured out. But until then, how about, Julio, we announce this week's Lockboss winners? But before we do, let's talk about what you can win. All right, how about that? All right, so this week we're giving away 3 Lockboss winners each a $300 credit. This is how it works. Here in just a minute, we'll announce the 3 Lockboss winners. And if you win, you're going to get a coupon code to clksupplies.com for $300. Put $300 or more into your cart. Hit apply. Bam, $300 gone. There you go. That's a gift from us to you. Why? Because we want to hook you guys up. We want you to be buying tools you need, buying tools you want, buying tools you can't justify, buying supplies you need or want. Come on, all of it. All of it. But yeah, with that being said, I'll give you a minute here, Julio. Let's go over to the hashtag picker. How many we got? 124. We have 124 entries. All right. If you are watching and you still want to enter, just hit the hashtag Lockboss. And while you're talking about, I see a lot of people asking about pricing. We have not buttoned that down. I can tell you the plan is for it to be somewhere between $29 and up to maybe $39, but somewhere right around there. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, some people did enter and leave or whatever, but yeah, $29 to $39. What do you guys think about that? Let me know what you think on that in the chat. But yeah, $29 is definitely reasonable for sure. Yeah, cool. I'm glad you guys are liking the price. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It'd be pretty cool. Man, so many people, man, I'm loving this. This feedback feels great, to be honest with you. But we're okay, 127 now. We're up to 127. Give it a couple more seconds, Julio, and we'll hit that button. All right. It's about 5 or 6 more seconds, and we'll get right in here. All right. So here we go. Julio, we got 3 winners to choose. Oh, yeah, we got the music jamming. Here we go. Winner number 1 is Tom C1111. Congratulations. Let's go to winner number 2. Let's go. Let's see. All right. NY_FL Locksmith. New York, Florida Locksmith. Congratulations. All right. Here we go. Last but not least, winner number 3. Let's see. Oh, hey, the one and only Ryan Nunley. What's up? Frequent after party contributor, maybe hot dog eating contest contestant. But Ryan, congratulations. All right, guys. Well, how cool is that? Congrats to all 3 lucky winners. Man, I tell you what, I've had a blast here. Hanging out with you, talking about all these different things, in particular this bad boy, the old Vertex slide pick. Yes, and for those asking, it does come with 3 tips. Okay, that comes with 3 different ones. All right, so that's how that works. And yeah, I'll have more as we go. No, I guess the last question I'll ask really quick. How much, oh, hey, there Ryan is. Congrats, Ryan. How much do you think it matters to you, the packaging on this? Should we have it in like a nice little box? Like, these are all the other things. Like, of course, it's going to add a little bit probably to the cost. I don't know if dollar amounts at this point is mainly about getting something that works good. But Yeah, like a little box, so it's pretty awesome. Or is just being in a little zip like this good? I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, because I'm trying to read the comments at the same time talking. But all right, well, hey, everybody, hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I've had a great time being with you all. I hope you are all going to have a safe and wonderful Tuesday evening. And look forward to being back here with you next week with hopefully with a couple staff members talking about what we got going on for Aloha. Should be a lot of fun. And then the hot dog eating contest the following Tuesday. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. But I'll tell you what, if you want to hang out with us here in a minute on the after party, you are more than welcome to. Over in Discord, look in the chat for a link. Otherwise, it was good being here with you. Y'all have a good one. And of course, we'll see you next time. All right, guys.